Welcome to Ringside Riffs by Andres Cortes. The blood was shed, the things were said, and some of the rivalries in WWE are now ended. Now that's what we're meant to think. It might be a while before we see these two men, but they definitely gave their all. Yes, CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, it was intense. It was exactly how it was supposed to be, and the name Bad Blood was represented right here with this match. It was all of the hardcore elements that we don't have in wrestling anymore, all wrapped up into one heated rivalry that is now set off to land and be tarnished for a little bit. Now we know that WrestleMania is right around the corner. Royal Rumble is as well, so we might see these men back. But for now, let's simmer in with what is happening and let's understand that this is the end of this heated rivalry for now. And it was an electric and intense thing. If you did not see Bad Blood, you definitely got to say that this is one of the top Hell in the Cell matches of all time now, considering. And one of the top rivalries that the WWE has produced. Yes, I'm talking about definite top 10, definite top 5, and definitely my favorite rivalry of all time. I'm talking about CM Punk going all out, this rivalry taking every turn that it's meant to be personal. They're laying it all on the ground. They're not holding back. They're giving it their all. And the performances in which it takes, it seems realistic. It gives us the perspective that these true men not only truly hate each other, but they're meant to hate each other. They're meant to hate each other just like Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart. They're meant to hate each other just like every single rivalry we've seen in the WWE, but this has evolved into so much more. This has evolved into a bloodbath, and this is where the evolution ends. This is where it has to end because the marking of WWE, the progressiveness that they have had from involving swear words, from involving the blood, it all keeps on progressing into this hardcore era, this new era that we're seeing in the WWE, and we're proclaiming that it is, can considerably is, could be the best area of WWE has ever done because of everything that it takes, because of everything that we have seen. And if we consider every single rivalry to be as electric as this, then we're gonna be disillusionized because the WWE has definitely tried to create such passionate rivalries as this one before, but it hasn't succeeded, and it's not because of the intent, but because of the talent. So a round of applause to what these two men have solidified in the wrestling history for what now is to come, because they have definitely created a new chapter in their saga. They have definitely made an everlasting impact into the resurrected Paleo E, the Bad Blood, and for everything that comes in near us. CM Punk ended last night's Monday Night Raw with a fellow goodbye, a temporary goodbye, a goodbye that could be his announcement into the Royal Rumble, a goodbye that could have him headline one more time WrestleMania. But if anything, it is the end of this rivalry, or so the WWE wants us to think, because there can't be anything else. It was an inner perfection chef's kiss, amazing down, and we continue to see what the WWE is cooking with the rest of everything that happens from here on out to Survivor Series. Yes, the women's championship match was there. Bailey, Nia Jackson, and a little teaser of Tiffany Stratton, and there we had it. Nia Jackson retains, distrusting Tiffany Stratton, and we might have a heated rivalry coming up now. Now that she's not going to be believing, or we're going to continue to paint Nia Jax as this fool that continues to believe in what Tiffy Time is going to do. Now, Bailey, unfortunately, is going to dust off into the background one more time. It's going to be in the distance because that's exactly what her character does. She elevates other superstars. She gives them the opportunity, but herself, she gets lost in the tarnish and gets lost in what is supposed to happen with her own storyline. Other storylines that are evolving is Damian Priest. Now, I believe Finn Balor should have won. Finn Balor should have been this person that came out on top out of this rivalry. But instead, it seemed like after so many coup de grace, Damian Priest just snapped out of it, ended the match, and said he won. And where does Damian Priest go from now? Because he's not definitely gonna not go against Gunther. He's not gonna go against any title soon, and he's not gonna get to go against Finn Balor because that would just be a repetitiveness and show us that the WWE doesn't know what to do with the Terror Twins or the Judgment Day. Because exactly that, Finn Balor was putting on a performance. Finn Balor was giving us the old Finn Balor, like a new side of him, and I just don't know where they would continue. These storylines that keep on building the WWE, sometimes they get diminished and they get lost in what the main reason and the main cause was. But we can only establish that the WWE knows what they're doing and they know that their superstars are being painted out. Yes, the Crown Jewel Championship was announced. Everything was there for its stakes. Everything was there for mommy, for her to be the one, Rhea Ripley to be the one to take Dominic Mysterio out of the cage. The stipulations at the beginning didn't really make much sense to me, but as the things played out, as the gimmick was laid out to be, it was fun and entertaining to watch. And just the ending with what happened with Rhea Ripley, with Liv Morgan, with the introduction of Roxanne, of Rebecca, of whoever that was, because I feel like that was irrelevant. Now they're asking if she's part of the Judgment Day, and that just gets the Judgment Day a little bit messy for my eyes. A little bit too much of a bad thing going on because these type of things, the Judgment Day has been able to pull up against each other because of the core group that they have. Now they're introducing so many people, and I just believe it's the wrong move at the wrong time. Maybe giving us the end of Liv Morgan and Dominic Mysterio. What could actually be happening in the cooks? What is actually going to happen with Rhea Ripley? Is she just going to have a new rival? Is Liv Morgan going to have a tag team match? Now we know that Seth Rollins announced his return. We know that Seth Rollins is going against Bronson Reed. We know that a rivalry is building up there. And it's one of these opportunities that someone like Bronson Reed needs because it's not really a title match, but it is a legacy match. We had an actual title match, which was Xavier Woods, and in a short upcoming match, Jey Uso was able to retain. And I really believe that Xavier Woods in his storyline and what he's doing to switch up and become this heel, and he's disrespecting the New Day, and he's probably going to separate, and he's trying to create his own persona. But I don't like the presentation of him losing so fast. I would have liked the actual the ravishing part of him, just like we saw Braun Breaker come out and continue his rivalry against Jey Uso, and nobody said everybody's saying why, but it's just the type of rivalry that the WWE prefers to have against Jey Uso, other than these type of men. And Sheamus and Pete Dunne continue to do their rivalry, and I just feel like Pete Dunne should pick up wins, but they keep giving the wins to Sheamus, even though he's already an established character. And now I feel like we're all just gonna call Pete Dunne a butch, and we're all gonna wonder why, because these things don't grow. Someone is in charge of these things, and someone is in charge of the storylines, like Gunther against Cody Rhodes, like the storylines that are being built, like these ultimate legacies, like CM Punk against Drew McIntyre. And then someone's making Pete Dunne against Sheamus, and we're wondering why exactly we should even care about this, and why Sheamus keeps on picking up the wins, and what's gonna even happen for Pete Dunne. Is he even out of the title run? He's been switching off and on between NXT and WWE. He's been going for about every single rivalry he can, and the WWE fans just don't seem to get behind him. Someone who they are behind is obviously Sami Zayn, and going off against Gunther was just one thing that we all knew was going to happen. Gunther was going to retain, Gunther was going to win, Gunther was going to be unmatched, and Sami Zayn embarrassed himself. If anything, what was more shocking was the revelations and resuscitations that he kept on having throughout the match to come up and go against him. but just like we all thought, it was gonna be a submission, and Gunther was able to pick up that a beautiful victory, solidifying him as a true champion on the WWE side, solidifying him as a true number one in the face of Raw, in the face of being able to be a great heel, being able to be a great person, being able to beat all these legacy battles, and being able to continue to demolish and distract any single thing of the facts, any single part of the rivalry. Now, we got to see another part of the storyline, the Bloodline storyline. Jimmy Uso coming back, and who else but the final boss as well? Yes, it all comes back in full circle. The final boss is here. Survival Series is next. War Games is gonna happen. And this is how we're gonna plan it out. Bad Blood against Bloodline. Thank you for watching.